ప్రభాకర్ గారు చెప్పండి.
afternoon, ma'am.
టిఎస్ ప్రభాకర్ గారు.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
నేనే ప్రభాకర్ని
Good
చెప్పండి.
afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
ప్రభాకర్.
Afternoon, ma'am.
YouTube.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
టిఎస్ ప్రభాకర్ గురించి ఇది కాదండి. ఆయన బాగా తెలిసింది.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
అతన్ని పిలవండి, ఆయన మాట్లాడారు. మీకేనా మేడం?
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Madam. Good afternoon, ma'am. 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 OMG.
నా
Good afternoon, ma'am.
యుఎస్ లో టిఆర్
Good afternoon, ma'am.
చిన్న ఫ్రెండ్షిప్
Good afternoon, ma'am. No, sir, I don't know. Mister, it looked nice. On Sunday.
వచ్చిన
Now your light done.
A very good afternoon to everyone. Welcome, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the webinar on how children learn and understand the topic area and perimeter. We have a trained math teacher or a facilitator who will teach us area and perimeter in this webinar. Before we begin this webinar, I request parents to be there with their children throughout this webinar. Children, do call your parents and ask them to be with you. We want parents to invest the next 60 minutes of this webinar being a partner in their children's learning journey. As well as there is a surprise quiz for the parents. Today's agenda being an introduction to educational initiatives, learning the basics of area and perimeter, which will be taught to us live, practicing further in area and perimeter using Mindspark, and of course, the quiz for the parents, understanding the uniqueness of Mindspark, and we wrap it up with a question and answer session. I'm very pleased to have and to introduce Ms. Ranjani Mitra, a trained maths teacher who has been teaching for the last 30 plus years. Welcome, Ranjani, to this show. And I request you to introduce yourself and take this further.
Thank you, Anita. It is a show indeed. We have so many participants and children here today. So
Yes.
I am Ranjani Mitra, and I've been a maths teacher and a principal for more than 30 years. And yes, I've been working with educational initiatives since 2013. And what I would say is my specialty is to make maths friendly for children and to remove their misconceptions. So let me tell you a little bit about educational initiatives. Yes. So let us see. So we are an organization which is based in pedagogical research, and we provide solutions for learning outcomes for children with our assessment and learning tools. We have a vision, which is creating a world where children everywhere are learning with understanding. So we have our footprints with Mindspark beyond the boundaries of India, as you can see in the map, right? We are there in 19 countries and above 10 lakh students. So what we really have is, it's amazing how we have 5 billion student data responses, which really give us a deep insight. And that really helps us to, again, ensure that children are learning maths with understanding, which again, I would say leads to Mindspark. And believe me, we have more than 10 lakh students who are using Mindspark, and that makes Mindspark a very popular tool. And we also, what is the other thing that we really have is we have our assessments conducted, more than 10 million assessments conducted all over the world in all our products. So that's about educational initiatives.
Amazing, Ranjani. So educational initiatives is a pioneer and a clear leader in online education and assessments. But tell me, Ranjani, why did you select the topic area and perimeter?
That's a very good question, Anita. See, how it works in all these subjects, including maths, is what we learn in the previous grade always helps us in the current grade, and what we learn in the current grade becomes a base for our future learning. So you can see in this slide how grade 4 and 5 area and perimeter is very important, and it depends on learning measurement in grade 3. And then you can see in grade 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all those topics, area and perimeter, understanding area and perimeter, conceptual understanding is very important. That's why I have chosen area and perimeter today.
So why wait? Let's embark on this journey of learning area and perimeter with Ranjani Mitra. Over to you,
Thank you
Ranjani.
so much, Anita. So I would need to share my screen.
Of course, I'll stop sharing it. Yes.
Okay, so now I'm going to bring some interesting questions for the children. Okay, so let's do this, children. Okay, what we have for you today is question 1. And you know, children, when I'm going to show you this question, okay, so we are having a very interesting time. We need to stop the annotations, children. All right, okay, now let's first stop this. How do we stop this? Okay. I have to stop the share for a second, children. You need to, yes, stop the annotations. All right, okay, yes.
Why is this happening?
Yes, that's because, Anita, I have to disable, yes, which I have already done. And I'm going to stop sharing and start sharing again. So obviously children are very, very excited. I don't blame them, right? If I were in their place. Okay, so we are going to begin with our teaching Mindspark. Children, read this question very carefully and a poll is going to come up. And you have to answer the question. I'm going to read it out very quickly. Which of these tiles does not have area? Does not have area. Look at the images very carefully and then answer on the poll.
Okay, I'm launching the poll now.
All right. Anita, do we have a fixed time for them?
Yes, 30 seconds, Ranjani ma'am. Okay, we've completed 10 seconds, 20 more to go. 15 seconds to go. Parents, please don't help your students. Let them do it on their own. Come on, children. 5 seconds more. Okay. We stop the poll.
All right. Oh my God, that was a lot. It was like, I could see them answering, right? Okay, I think they're very excited. So let's look at this. Now, suppose children, this is my whiteboard. Anita, can you see my screen? I'm hoping that everybody can see it. Thank you so much, Anita.
Yes.
So this is my whiteboard and I'm now going to pick up this tile. Okay, I'm going to pick up this particular tile from here and I'm going to put it over here. So let us see if that covers a space. Okay, because area is space covered. Yes. Okay. And then let's see, I'm going to pick up the circular tile and I'm going to color it. So Anita, do you think these tiles are covering some space?
Yes, of course.
All right. Thank you, Anita. So now let me see if the third shape, that is an irregular shape. Is that covering a space?
It looks a little weird. It does look a little weird.
But
I
does it cover
put a name
shape
to it?
Okay, but you're missing my point. Does it cover space? It does.
Yes, it does, Ranjani.
Right? And then my students are wondering, how does one calculate the area of an irregular shape? We do it on a grid like this, right? And then how we do this? How do we calculate this area? This we are going to learn in the next few questions. And now I'm going to bring my next question to all of you. Get ready, everyone. Here is the question for you. And a poll is going to come up. A poll is going to come up, children. you need to answer on the poll. Let us see.
Launch the poll. 30 seconds you have, children, to answer this question. Okay. We're done with 10 seconds.
Oh my God, look at the way they're answering,
Yes.
Anita.
Oh my
Amazing.
God. So amazing. So enthusiastic, right?
Absolutely. And for a teacher, nothing can be more a happier situation than students
Okay,
answering.
3 seconds, 2, 1, and we end the poll.
Okay, and now we're going to look at the solution. The result of the polls we are going to announce at the end. We are not going to do it now. You know, now look at this question, children. So what was the question? Should I repeat? I think I should read out the question, which says, which of these shapes have no perimeter? Which of the following shapes have no perimeter? So if you remember your definition or your understanding of perimeter, then figure 3 cannot be a perimeter because it's not a closed shape. All right. Okay. Now, if you look at figure 2, that's probably a ribbon. So now I have a peculiar interest. I like to put lace on my ribbons, you know. Now, before I decide that how much lace I need to probably measure the boundary of this ribbon very carefully, isn't it? And that's what is going to help me to understand how much lace I should buy so that I can decorate my ribbon. And if I can do that, that means this figure has perimeter, right? Okay, let's look at figure 1. Figure 1 obviously has perimeter because it has a boundary and it is a closed shape. So that is which one is the correct answer? We are really going to find out even when we are going to do the poll comparison. Okay.
Yes.
So obviously figure 1 and 2 do have perimeter and figure 3 does not have perimeter. Now let's move on to the next question. Question 3. Question 3 coming up for all of you. And Anita is going to launch the poll and you're all going to answer. Let's read the question. Perimeter
Children,
is the length.
read the question. I've
Yes.
launched the poll. 30 seconds you get to answer this. Okay.
Yes.
Good.
So basically 4 shapes are given and you need to again say which of these shapes will have a perimeter. Okay.
Good.
Okay.
We have 10 more seconds, children. Come on, come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's over.
All right. Thank you, Anita. Now let's look at the solution. And by the way, children, if some of you are doing this on a phone, and in case you can't see the question because the poll has come up, you can always minimize it. Okay, so now if I look at this question again very carefully, I know what is the doubt which is going to be in your mind. The doubt will be that, is it possible for shape 2? Now, shape 2 probably looks something like this, isn't it? Is it possible to have perimeter for shape 2? Then what about shape 4, which almost looks 3-dimensional? Is it possible for it to have a perimeter? What about shape 1, shape 3? So shape 3, of course, is very simple. And we know that we can find the perimeter. It is possible, right? Now, what about shape this one, 2? How will you find the length? How will you measure the boundary of this shape? Isn't it? I think one of the things which we need to know is what tools of measurement are you going to use? What tools of measurement I need to use to measure these, right? So that is probably a very, very important understanding. And as you can see, Anita, to know area perimeter, I need to know my measurement very well, right? Okay.
Can I say something, Ranjani? Shape 1, 3, and I think 1 and 3 we can use a ruler, right?
Yes, absolutely right. We can use a ruler to measure so if you have like a big shape here, then I can use my ruler and measure the sides, all the sides with the ruler, and then add them up. And once I add them up, I arrive at the perimeter. So this is how we do it. So
I'm very excited, Ranjini. Let's move to the next question. Quick.
yeah, I know. And then for this question, the correct option was option D, that all the shapes have perimeter. Let's look at question number 4. Question number 4 coming up. Be ready, children. Be alert. I'm going to read out the question. Anita, just wait for a few seconds before we launch the poll. Two
Yes.
identical posters, like the one shown below, are pasted on a wall, right? So a teacher is asking Navya and Manju to paint the entire area of one poster each. Now, this is what Navya did and this is what Manju did. Now, let's launch the poll and you tell me who covered the full area of the poster.
Okay, poll being launched. 30 seconds, students, to answer. Come on.
Okay,
We're
you have to
done
answer on
with
the
10.
poll. On the poll.
This is a very interesting question.
Gosh, almost 200. More than that
Yes.
are answering. Huh?
Oh, God.
So much fun. You know,
Yes.
Anita, never in my life in a normal
4 seconds.
classroom.
1 second, Ranjini ma'am. 1, and we end the poll. Yes, Ranjini, tell me.
I was saying that not in my life ever I have taught 200 students in a normal classroom. This online is so much fun.
Good.
All right. Okay, children. Now let's look at this. So here is me pretending to be first Navya. Okay. So I'm going to be Navya and I'm going to color my poster. Okay. So as you can see, let's do this very quickly. So I have colored my poster as Navya. Anita, do you think I have covered the whole space of this poster? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Navya has.
Navya has, right? Now let's be Manju, okay? So I'm going to be Manju now and I'm going to color the poster like this. I like to do it like this. Do you think I've covered the entire area? Full area of the poster?
No.
Not really, yeah?
Not
Yeah?
really.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So that means, what do you think Manju has done? Manju has colored the perimeter and Navya has colored the area of the poster. So that is very interesting. So you know what, Anita, I think I have done for the time being with my questions. Can you share your screen and take this session forward?
Yes, of course.
Because I think we have some questions, a question for parents, right?
Right. Yes.
Let's do this.
Okay, parents, it's quiz time for you. And be prepared with a pen and a paper because you'll have to do a lot of drawing. The question reads, make a square and then divide it into 2 parts with equal area. Now your time starts now. I'm launching the poll and you'll get just 20 seconds, not 30, parents. Come on. I don't see many. Okay, now they've started. Yes. Is it? Okay. Yes. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and we end the poll. Okay. Now, these were some of the options that you could have used. Okay. And how many of you did you go and select this? Right? You can raise your hand by clicking the hand icon on your screen and tell us how many of you thought of dividing into 2 parts horizontally, right? Ranjini, can you help us understand the solution to this question?
Of course I can. Let's do that. Let's look at what has happened. So you know what, Anita, suppose you give me a paper and you ask me to fold it into half.
it's absolutely normal reaction. Just give me a second and I would like to show this to you. Actually, I would like to show this to you. So if I have a paper in my hand and you ask me to fold it, this is what I will do. See?
It's a normal intuition, right?
Intuition.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
I could have done it this way. See, I could have done it this way, right? Or I can do it this way. Of course, this is a rectangle. So we need to have a square for that. Yes, maybe we can do it with rectangle. You know what? I'm going to leave this to my students and their parents. Maybe they can play a game afterwards and they can take some papers and they can try all these out. So imagine, look at the options available to us, Anita. And this is when we have not even started with curved lines and the options with curved lines. Isn't it interesting?
Okay, so Ranjani, I have one question here. Which is the most important skill for solving such questions?
Yes, that's again a very, very good question. And I really thank you for asking me that, Anita. So you see what happens is when we teach students, and there is a very interesting thing called Bloom's taxonomy, which I'm sure children and parents are not aware of. But what that requires is that children should have, they should be tested in all the areas like recall, remember, conceptual understanding, application, right? So what happens is, I think the learning outcomes are divided into two sections, lower order thinking skills and higher order thinking skills. So these probably are the options which test your higher order thinking skills, critical thinking.
Oh,
and Mindspark does that.
Okay. So we have questions like these in Mindspark, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay,
yes.
Now let's go back to the poll results of the students, okay? And let us see what it tells us. This is for you to look at. Now, the first question is the top left question.
Okay, this is very
Below
interesting.
that is the second one.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And
So, all right. See, this is a very interesting result, I must say, Anita.
Yes. Question, the question 1 and question 4, very, very interesting. Data emerges. And what it tells me, or what is surprising, Ranjani, is we've had a wonderful teacher in you, right? And you have taught very well. You've told us what is perimeter, area, calculate, and everything. Then why is it so that children, really don't show 100% understanding? There is this terminology which teachers use. What is it called?
Yes, that again, I would say it's something to do with the learning gap.
Okay.
Yeah, and misconceptions. So see, what happens is, it's happened to myself. You be in a normal real classroom and there is a ratio of teacher, like 1:30 or 1:35. And believe me, teachers work really hard to ensure that all the students learn with understanding. In spite of that, of the 100% taught curriculum, almost 30% learning gap remains.
And Ranjani, is this in a normal situation in where the children are physically present in a classroom?
Yes.
Then what do you think is the situation now in this pandemic?
Well, that's again a very, very interesting question, because I think in this pandemic, what's going to happen is that with this online way of learning, maybe watching a video or whichever other way, this 100% taught curriculum may be there, but it's a question mark. It's going to be a question mark. We don't know what the learning gap may be. It may be more than 30% for all you know. Yeah.
Okay, let me show you this research and you help us, interpret this data, which says that.
Correct.
Right?
Correct. Yes. Yeah, that's very, again, I just recently read a research done by Harvard saying that this lockdown, this staying at home and this learning gap is going to be quite detrimental, quite difficult for children. Sometimes they might even forget something like 50% learning loss might happen. and they might miss out on one full academic year. So it's going to be, it's a very, 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 I would say, a matter of concern for all of us, all the educators.
Okay. And what is the impact of this? If you could, help us understand.
Yes, because see, in the beginning, I told you how area perimeter is so important for grade 4 and 5. So if in grade 5, apart from area perimeter, of course, we have the place value system, the concepts of fractions, decimals, like I said, factors and multiples, HCF, LCM. So all these concepts will be needed by the children in class 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So unless it's like they will miss out one, like a building block. So if what happens if you take out one big block, the chances of the building probably collapsing. I mean, that's kind of dramatic, but yes, I think you understand what I'm saying.
Okay, so there is this huge question then in front of the parents, in front of all of us, that how do we reduce this learning gap? Some of us could increase our tuition time, with the teachers. We could take extra classes. The schools could increase the time and, look at videos which will help us learn and such things. But Ranjani, do you think that will help to bridge that gap, that learning gap?
Yes, this is a very interesting question which you have asked again. So you see what happens is they are children. They need a human, because learning is not just about cognitive growth or learning a concept. It is about the emotional quotient. It's about, the relationship that they develop with the facilitator. So what they need is an impactful teaching session. Okay. Anita, could we go to the next slide?
Yes.
So what I was talking about, the impactful teaching. So they will need a human to conduct a session with the children, maybe on a platform, right, for the teaching part. And then they need intelligent practice of the concepts that they learn. And that is where Mindspark plays a very important role. And of course, the teacher also then takes feedback from Mindspark to ensure that she delivers a session where children learn maths with understanding.
So this is a kind of a cyclical, a loop where the teacher teaches, the child does intelligent practice, and then again feedback, and it goes on. Okay. And you said that this is possible through Mindspark, right?
It is.
So we need you to do this session, Ranjani, where, you conduct a live class using Mindspark.
All right. So maybe I can share my screen.
Yes,
and
of course.
I can just show some questions to children. Yes. Let's, so let's do this. Okay. Just give me a second, please. Yes. Okay. Just give me a second. I'm going to take you all to this slide. Yes. And I'm going to start my slideshow. Is this visible to you, Anita? Okay. So I assume it's visible to everyone. So let us take a journey through Mindspark. So Mindspark is browser-based. So you will have a link where you can, put in your username, you log in through a username, then you put in your password, and then you click on this green button which says login, and this is where you arrive. So students, this is what your page looks like. And as you can see, there is area perimeter, and you've already worked on it. So it says continue the topic. So now let's look at question number 1. Now, you know what, Anita, in the beginning, I shared the concept.
Yes, that grid question,
understanding.
That irregular shape measuring.
Absolutely. Yes. So again, that you can connect it, right? So you see, this is the way we begin teaching how to calculate the area. So on a grid. So now suppose I am Ranjani in class 5 and I'm answering this, but I'm like, okay, I can see there are maybe 12 centimeters and I click on B. No, but is B the correct answer? No, Mindspark tells me it's incorrect. And then what Mindspark does is it actually explains the whole concept to me. And you know what Mindspark is saying? That you have forgotten to calculate the area of the 4 half grids. So 4 half grids add up to 2 centimeters. So the correct answer is 14 centimeter. Let's go to the next question. Let's see.
And I suppose this is also using, you know, concepts of measurement, like centimeter,
of course.
Things. Yes.
That's what I meant by intelligent practice. It's called interleaved, where you link the concepts and skills. Now let's go to the next question. Yeah, yes. Absolutely. Can you see this? So again, it's asking me which following shape does not have perimeter. Now, you know what? I'm looking at this figure 3 and I'm thinking, I don't like this. Does it have perimeter? Okay, I've answered C, but I am wrong. Again, I'm wrong. Okay. Why I'm wrong? Because it says that this is a proper shape and I can walk around it. I can walk around it and it has a boundary. But figure 2 is the one which does not have perimeter because it is not closed. You see? So again, I answered incorrectly, but Mindspark is kind of helping me, you know, it's scaffolding, it's doing my remediation. And I'm like, okay, now I think I've understood what is perimeter. Let me go to the next question. This question combines area and perimeter. It says, I can see 4 shapes here. And then it says, which 2 have the same area but different perimeters? Well, I am not.
I think I will help you answer this, Ranjani.
Okay,
I think
please.
1 and 3.
You're saying 1 and 3? Okay, let me try. Let's try 1 and 3. Let's see if that is the correct answer. No. We got it wrong. It says shape 1 and 2. Let's see how and why. Shape 1 area is, so you see, Anita, so I'm taking this measurement of one tile. This is 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 centimeter. Shape 2, that's what Mindspark told me, that shape 1 and 2 is the correct answer. Let me see if Mindspark is right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yes.
Correct.
They have same areas, but perimeter different. Let me see that again. Okay, I can, you know, children, if you have your paper and pen ready, why don't you draw it and calculate the perimeter and see if it comes the same as mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this one comes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh my God, Anita, I think Mindspark is right. All right.
Correct.
Yes, it said, yes, see, it said perimeter of 2. Remember, I calculated, it came to 14. Yeah. I mean, I stopped at 12 because I was like, oh my God, it's more than 10. Great. So now let's look at the next question. Oh my God, this is a very interesting question and I love this one. Children, please, you know, you must play this game. Take a triangle and cut out, it says square piece of side 2 centimeter and cut out 1 from the middle, 1 from this end and 1 from this side. Sorry, not end, from this vertex, right? And then here on this side. Now, what Mindspark is asking me, in which one will the remaining piece have the least area? Do they have same area? Which one will have least area? I need to calculate that, okay? Yes. But can I just estimate some answer? Let's say I'm going to select an answer B because I think, yes, this one will be the least area. What is Mindspark saying? No. Mindspark is saying it's incorrect. It's incorrect. It says all the pieces have the same area. And now I'm going to leave that as a question mark, as a point of inquiry in the minds of my students. Can you do this experiment at home and figure it out? And then you can, you know, understand whether it is right or wrong. So I think, Anita, I'm on the last question now. Now, can you see, Anita, how I have really combined measurements over here? So the perimeter of the new shape, they need to calculate. I need to calculate. Remember, I'm doing this Mindspark. And then a square has been cut out. Now there's a new shape. And then I have to say whether the perimeter of this new shape will be less or more than the perimeter of the square. Let me say I have given this answer. I have just, well, this is what I've answered. I hope I'm right. I don't know. And I've said more. No. Again, I got it incorrect. Oh, so you know what? Mindspark is going to give me more such questions so that my concept becomes very clear. and look at this explanation.
Ranjini, one I find may share, one
Yes.
thing that stands out absolutely, stark, it stands out is these are not the type of questions that we generally see in a textbook, right?
No, we don't. We don't.
Yes.
Textbook questions look very different, and our Mindspark questions look very different. So yeah,
So do we have any more?
No, I don't. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and maybe you can take us further on this journey. And I hope everybody is enjoying this session. Okay, you can react. You can show a thumbs up if you're liking the session. Okay, yes.
Okay, so Ranjini, now comes this question which is there, I think, in at least it's there in my mind, and I think in the minds of the parents is, there are so many online programs and learning tools which are there, right? Then I am confused, the ones, because there are some which just show video, and I feel my child will be just a passive learner, because he's not interacting.
Correct.
Maybe the teacher-student ratio is so much that, there is no personalized touch by the teacher. And most of them promise that they will, complete the syllabus or the
Correct.
curriculum.
Correct.
And I think there is too much of dependence on how the teacher wants to, give and support the program.
True.
Somewhere, even parental interaction or, involvement is missing. So, Ranjini, do you think you have a solution for this?
Yes, and let's not forget, Anita, we don't, some of them are very expensive also,
Yes.
Yeah, they are. So what I would like to really share with everyone over here is our Mindspark live class. So do you know, in Mindspark live class, we have a small batch. Teacher-student ratio is 1:20, mind you, and we also have a co-facilitator. So we ensure that there is personal attention to each child, not only during the session, beyond the school, session hours also. And of course, we have a fantastic faculty of very highly trained and highly educated, I would say qualified, experienced teachers, 10 years plus to take our classes. And of course, we are going to use Mindspark, which is based on artificial intelligence, and the machine learning technology will enable each child to learn at his or her own pace and speed. We have instant remediation, doubt clearance. Like you saw, there were so many misconceptions, but Mindspark is going to ensure that I learn the full thing, only then it will let me go. Anita, if I don't learn the full thing, it will, next time when I log in, it will tell me, you need to strengthen, you need to revise, or maybe I'm ready to go to the higher level. Of course, in Mindspark live class, we have very disciplined timings. Classes, we have tests, we have reports, we have, again, monthly meeting with parents. And of course, the cost, it's almost, half of, or even less, sometimes maybe less than half of what the other people are offering.
So let me just summarize, Ranjini, what I've understood is my child will use Mindspark, which has artificial intelligence and machine learning and the kind of questions that you showed, so interactive, so thought-provoking. And there is going to be a teacher like you, okay, so experienced and so much of enthusiasm as a teacher. And these two, when it's combined, my child will have 100% learning. Am I right, Ranjini?
Absolutely, absolutely. I've been, like I said, 30 years of experience, used Mindspark for many years as a teacher, as a Mindspark coordinator. That was in the live situation. And now I think this is actually, it is an online learning tool, which we started in 2008. I would say right now, it's the time for Mindspark.
Okay. I know you are in love with your product, okay? Undoubtedly. But what makes you have that confidence or gives you that confidence that there will be 100% learning in the children who sign up for Mindspark live class?
Yes, you're absolutely right, Anita. We have validation, you see. We have Harvard Business School, Stanford Social Innovation Review, JPAL, The Economist, WISE, that's an initiative of Qatar Foundation, India Didactics Association. They all have done a research on how Mindspark is helping children learn. And do you know, UNESCO has just declared Mindspark as one of the top 10 online mathematics learning tool. That's why I have the confidence. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so I am going to sum up what are the main features of Mindspark live class. And Ranjani, do tell me if I am on the right track. Okay, so starting from July to December, it will be 24 to 26 weeks of Mindspark live class, where every week there will be 2 teacher classrooms, okay,
Yes.
of 1 hour each, so 2 hours in a week.
Absolutely.
Classroom by the teacher, and then it is followed by the student doing Mindspark for at least 30 minutes, maybe more too.
Yeah. Can I say something here? And that Mindspark will be monitored by the teacher.
Okay, yes, impactful learning.
Yes,
you know, the reports going back to the teacher and the teacher again taking corrective action. Yes, and this takes care of, it encompasses all the boards like CBSE, ICSE, IB state boards, and it's for grades 3 to 10. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay.
Absolutely right.
Okay. So let me see what is, there, a little further.
Yeah.
We've talked about teachers being qualified, having teaching experience, and there is going to be even parental involvement in terms of, daily reports, monthly reports, and tests, assessments, as well as if a child misses the class, the recording of the class will be given and he can, look through it. The platform that will be used is Zoom for teacher session and Mindspark for intelligent practice. So all that a child needs, I think, is a laptop, a device, and a strong internet connection. So it could be a laptop, tablet, smartphone, and a strong or a steady internet connection, right, Ranjani? Yes?
Absolutely. No, this is absolutely correct. And I would say, and then of course, and I would love, and already, do you know, I've done, I think, 5 sessions for class 5, and I'm amazed at the enthusiasm which the children are bringing into the classroom. That again is a very important quotient.
Okay. So let me look at what do students gain from this Mindspark live class. So obviously with a product like Mindspark using artificial intelligence and machine learning, the child's conceptual understanding will be, really strengthened. Mindspark gives you unlimited questions. It has games developed on mathematical concepts, worksheets, and tests to make assessments, which will, help to retain that learning.
I call it long-lasting learning, permanent learning, enduring understanding. Yeah, that's the word.
Enduring understanding. And because the child's understanding is permanent, I am sure he will do well in, the school examinations or competitive exams, or going further in the board exams. And the best part I liked is I have lost the fear of mathematics, and so will the children, right? Now, let's see what parents have to gain from this. They get detailed weekly and monthly reports, okay? And the best, a product which is world-class using artificial intelligence and machine learning. And it's a product which will guide and regulate their child to become independent learners. Have I summed it up correctly, Ranjani?
Thank you, Anita. You have got all the points correct.
Okay. And all this is coming to you, that is 24 weeks of live classes and 52 weeks of Mindspark is coming to you. Just a sec. At 8,400 rupees per year or 700 rupees per month.
That's like one pizza per month, you know.
Okay, but this is the best news. There is a 20% discount, which makes this 8,400 to 6,740, which means it's 562 rupees per month only. All that for, teacher intervention and a world-class product like Mindspark.
Yeah.
Have new batches which are starting on the 29th of July. So if you want to register, you may visit the website www.mindspark.in and select purchase Mindspark and sign up for this Mindspark live class.
Yeah. Can you show us the previous slide again? Anita, could you just take me back? Because I want to write it down. I'm going to share it with some friends. They were asking. I'm going to note down this. Yeah.
Okay. Please take a screenshot, Ranjani.
I will. Yeah.
On your phone.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Parents and students, please take a screenshot, and that will guide you
to go and log in. Yes, and register. Yeah. So, do you think we have?
Okay, Ranjani, just a little more.
Yeah.
You may write to that email which is shown, or even call on our toll-free numbers 1-800-102-885, or message us on 9879-210-756. Our team will definitely get in touch with you. We would like you to fill up the feedback form and share it with us. So now, I would say, shall we throw open this webinar for questions and answers, if any?
On the chat, maybe? Yeah.
Yes.
Parents
and students and children, if you have questions, please.
You can put it on the chat. Yeah, you can ask on the chat.
Have you enabled the chat, Ranjani?
Yes, I have.
Thank you.
Yes, I can see. Thank you, children, for raising your hand. But you know what? You can put your feedback. Somebody said voice is not coming, but I think I could hear you. You could hear me, Anita?
Yes, I could.
Okay. So give us your feedback and ask your questions. I think they're saying no, ma'am. They want us to unmute them. I'm quite enjoying reading these chat messages. Okay, we got this, and we're getting this. Okay. So they don't have questions. Is maths only covered in Mindspark? I'm not sure I understood that question, but
so probably they're asking: is it only Mindspark for in mathematics or for mathematics?
No. I think, you know what? You just sign up for mathematics and we will reveal the rest of the secret to you. Okay, let's keep that.
Can we sign up for free? No, this is not for free. We did
no, I'm
share.
so sorry. Right. I'm so sorry. It's not for free. Yes, area perimeter is for all shape. Yes, of course. I just showed you. I showed you what? Circle, square, triangle. But don't worry, we have all the concepts. Doubts are clear. Oh wow, that's good. That's good. And yes, of course, the entire duration in a day. Yes, children can do Mindspark up to 90 minutes in a day. Okay. And of course, apart from that 1 hour session. Yeah, thank you so much for loving this session. I think we were so happy that you are there with us today. Oh, somebody says you have done Mindspark. I'm glad to hear that. Okay. Avail 15 days, interesting class. Somebody is asking for some 15 days. Let me just go back. The chats are coming so fast. I'm unable to go back. Maybe, you have, we gave you this number. Can you please note down that number in the email ID? You can write to us and we will ensure that we get back to each of you. All right. Okay. So messages are coming fast. Okay. Some lot of children are saying they have Mindspark. That's wonderful. Yeah. Okay. There was a long message here. I think I missed out on it. Yeah. It says, you're overloaded with our own school online classes. Okay, I will definitely discuss. But you see, this is from Sikkim. But sir, you see, what is it? We are just offering 1-2 hours of teaching, right? The teacher doing the session. And rest of the week, children can do Mindspark on their own, isn't it? Whenever they have time. I understand your concern, sir, but I think Mindspark is going to help your child. That's if you're listening to me. Thank you so much for writing to us. All right. Somebody says, can you ask some more questions? I really wish we could. Maybe we'll do, I'm not sure, of course. I can't make promises, but hopefully we'll be back. Somebody said they're enjoying, they didn't have any doubts. Okay.
It's going at an amazing,
speed.
It's just... Yes.
I'm unable to keep up, reading the messages and replying. How much cost is there? Child, we just showed. Anita ma'am, can you just go back to that slide of cost? I think they need that slide again.
Yes.
Let's display that so that they can. Okay, you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it too. Somebody said, I did not like it much. Maybe you need to connect to us. Maybe you need to do more of Mindspark to know whether you liked it or not. Anita, this is very interesting. When people say, and I don't like something, I tell them, why don't you just experience it first?
Correct.
All right. That's nice. Okay.
So I'm sharing this slide again.
Yes, I can see. So somebody had asked for the price. So it is 6,740 per year. If you register now, in another next 1 hour, you'll get a huge discount, 20%. Children, 20% means how much is that? Is it 1/4 or 1/5?
Okay, I think now
I see maths questions everywhere.
You take your teaching very, very seriously. Yes.
Okay, so is it time to say bye to our parents and children?
Yes.
I don't think everybody is, the questions are coming fast. And if maybe we are unable to answer all your questions here, please, please, please get in touch with our, the point of contact. We will again take you back to that slide in case you haven't noted it down. All right, somebody is saying bye now.
Okay.
I think we need to. Other subjects, yes. Yes, everybody is asking Mindspark for other subjects. We have English, right? We have Mindspark English, Anita.
Yes.
We have Mindspark English. Okay, bye. Somebody is saying, what about the EMI option? I think, like I said, for more details, please call that number. Okay, I think we really enjoyed ourselves. Thank you so much, children, for being there. Yeah, so stay safe wherever you are. Be good, children. We are going through some difficult times, but I'm sure we are going to come out as winners. Okay, so take care of yourself and parents.
Okay,
bye-bye.
Thank you so much for, enlightening